I'm Jake, you're watching Gas Guzzlers, and this is the 2023 Honda HR-V. The big story here, guys, $26,000, absolutely value-packed vehicle. We're gonna take a look at it today. We are at the Honda booth here at the 2023 DC Auto Show. All right, guys, let's get into it. Now, looking at the exterior of the HR-V, starting at the front, the Sport version is gonna get you this black mesh grille. The Sport really is truly sporty this year. Honda has done a few things. They've widened the car by 2.6 inches, giving you a wider track. It's gonna give you a better driving feel. They've also increased the stiffness of the chassis for this completely new version. Now, your lights here, they're gonna be LED headlights. You're gonna have automatic high beams in this vehicle as well. I think they did a really nice job with the front here. Let's take a look at the side. Now, looking at the side of the all-new HR-V, this vehicle is built on the same platform as the 11th generation Civic. You might remember that was very recently completely redesigned, so you're going to be feeling a lot of the same driving dynamics. Honda's been working hard on those. We'll talk about what they've done with the suspension in just a second. Mirrors have blind spot integration, turn signal integration, manual folding, power adjustment, and they are heated. Now, coming in at this $26,000 price point, really nice to see your smart key access on this vehicle. The Sport version is going to get those black 18-inch wheels, and they look great paired with this Milano red. The vehicle is actually about 8 inches longer compared to the prior generation. Really good look inside profile. At the rear of the all-new HR-V, LED taillights look absolutely fantastic. The Sport version is going to get this gloss black spoiler up here, and you got a sporty chrome exhaust down at the bottom. Now, this vehicle has a new independent multi-link rear suspension. What's that mean? It's a bit of a fancier suspension setup than the previous generation, and what it means when you're driving is the vehicle is going to be flatter. As you're cornering, you're going to have a more confident driving experience in this vehicle. Honda's really emphasizing the sportiness of the new HR-V. I'm excited to see how their work paid off when we get one out on the road later this year. Opening up the trunk of the vehicle, we're going to find some very good for the segment cargo space right here. 24 cubic feet with these seats up. Putting them down is going to give you a bit over 55 cubic feet of space. To fold them down, just push a button on the shoulder, push it forward, and you're good to go. Under the hood, you're going to find a larger 2-liter engine compared to the previous generation's 1.8 liter. This is putting out 158 horsepower, 138 pound-feet of torque. It's routing that power through a CVT transmission to the front wheels. In this case, all-wheel drive is available. One thing that really impressed me is that this vehicle has a snow mode, and snow mode is going to do things like start the transmission a bit of a higher gear. Now, this has a CVT, so it's going to be a simulated gear. But the point is, typically, snow mode is something you find on a bit more expensive vehicles. For the price point, it's really nice to see that on this vehicle. Let's talk fuel economy. 26 miles to the gallon in the city, 32 on the highway. Here you join me on the interior, and this vehicle really shines for the price point. You have this honeycomb material up on the front, which is carried over from the Civic. Larger vents up here are going to give you 20% greater cooling power and 30% more heating power compared to previous generations. You're also getting heated front seats in this vehicle. You go up to some higher trims, you're going to get a wireless charger down here. The Sport trim is getting orange stitching around the interior of the vehicle. Looks real sharp, especially with the red on the outside. I really like the interior design of this vehicle. Simple, easy to understand. You have a leather wrapped steering wheel. Again, something that for the price range is pretty nice to see. Leather wrapped shift knob. And also, these seats, just so you know, are manual adjustment, but we expect to see that at the price point. Interior quality, it's a Honda, it feels good. You try to shake something in the interior, it's sturdy, it's well built. Now, guys, let's talk technology. Starting with your gauge cluster here, you're gonna see it's a physical speedometer mixed with that hybrid display right there. And for the price point, this is really a nice option to see. As we hit the home button right here, you can see what we changed. Within your tachometer, you have an adjustable menu. Right now, we have the driver attention warning. So if all the safety systems are going off in your vehicle, it's going to tell you, hey, it looks like you're tired. Why don't you pull over, grab a cup of coffee, or take a rest? But this is an adjustable part of the cluster. We can change what is in there. You want to see if your rear passengers have their seatbelts on? That's an option. Want to see your maintenance reports? You can do that. Your safety support is going to show you your blind spot, show you what the car is seeing and what all the sensors are taking in around you. And for those of you who like something calmer, you can go for no content at all. I really appreciate how customizable that is, especially for the price point. It's pretty rare to see customization in a digital gauge cluster at this in this mid $20,000 price point. That is a really nice feature. Your infotainment screen here more than does the job. This is the 7-inch version. There is an upgraded 9-inch version available, but this looks great. It's a nice screen. They have a glass finish. Honda used to do these poor feeling plastic finishes. Now they feel really, really good. This system, very simple. It's just gonna be your clock, your radio, etc. You're probably gonna be using your Android Auto or Apple CarPlay on this system right here. Looking down from there, we're gonna take a look at your climate controls now. And you'll see they have the fancy screens in the buttons, which is always kind of fun. So it will show your fan status within the gauge right there. And the gauge, the switchgear in this vehicle feels really, really high quality. It feels like a much more expensive vehicle than it is. The high touch points are all kind of this metal finish. Feels really great. Now in the back of the HRV, I was really impressed with how much legroom there is back here. You can feel that added 8 inches to the vehicle. It is a little bit dark back here. Windows pretty small, and when I drive it layers here, I'm gonna be looking to see it. Those seat pillars are pretty thick. I'm wondering if they're gonna make it hard to see out the vehicle and make your blind spots large. We will see about that. Back here, not many amenities. No air vents back here, no charging ports on the sport trim. In addition, there's no pull-out in the middle, and that means there's a distinct lack of cup holders back here. You could put a water bottle in your door pockets, but I would not put like an open beverage or anything in there, or a bottle that's not well secured. Now, one thing that is nice though is that cool orange stitching from the front does carry on back here. However, at this price point, I'd like to start to at least see air vents, if not charging ports, but there's so much value packed in around the rest of the vehicle. And the vehicle, I think Honda would probably say, is small enough you don't need the air vents back here. But I always disagree with brands when they say that you always need air vents in the back. Let's talk driver assist features. This vehicle does have blind spot monitoring with rear cross traffic alert. You have dynamic radar cruise control, lane keep assist, road departure mitigation, and collision mitigation. Guys, thank you so much for watching. The 2023 Auto Show is now over, but 2024 will be coming in January to DC. Make sure you're ready and sign up for it when the time comes. The HRV is a great value. I can't wait to get one out on the road later this year. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and make sure to check out the DC Auto Show. If you're able to, check out the 2023 show. If not, if this video is coming out after, make sure you're ready for the 2024 show coming in January of 2024. It's gonna be awesome, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Jake, Nick's behind the camera, and we will see you in next week's video.